Good morning, everybody. Mr. D here. We are live in the courtyard out in front of the auditorium foyer. Today's Wednesday, June 17th, and this will be our last morning news update for a while. We may do a couple, maybe one in mid-July and maybe one in August, but we'll definitely do one more for the seniors, but that'll just go to the senior class, and if you find it on YouTube, you can absolutely look at it, but we'll just pass that information where it's a little more senior-only type of info. So we have a couple things to cover today. The first thing is that we are done with grades. Very, very happy about that. The counselors, the teachers, and the students, and I know the parents as well, because I know you're advocating at home as well, have done a really good job. We are now currently going over, we've done 6th, 7th, and 8th grade reviews. We just finished the senior reviews, and we have the 11, 10, and 9 to complete today, and then we'll be totally done, and we'll be ready to close the books on 2019, 2020 with a huge asterisk because of the COVID. So thank you for what you've done, and thank you for the work you did on your competencies, and I want to thank everybody, like I said, parents, students, and teachers, counselors, everybody who's poured themselves into this process. This has been a very crazy season, and I'll tell you, we did pretty well. I'm very happy and thankful. So again, thank you guys for all you've done. Next up is senior information. We're going to talk a little bit about yearbooks. Yearbooks, I told you, are going to be handed out next Monday and Tuesday. For the seniors only, it's from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Seniors, you will drive into the main lot in front of the high school. Park your vehicle or get dropped off, however you're doing it, and you are going to mask up with the masks that we gave you at Senior Day. If you didn't come to Senior Day, we will have one for you then. And you're going to walk to the football field. When you get to the football field, there's going to be a couple things happening. Number one, we're going to distribute senior yearbooks, because that is something that we can do outside. That is something we can do that matches not the county and the state government requirements for COVID. Another thing we're going to do is, since we're now allowed to eat outside and that restaurants are allowed to feed outside, there will be a food truck here and you'll be getting some lunch. And we'll have spaces for you to sit down so that we can maintain social distancing, and that food will be prepared by a vendor, and we'll be able to experience that. So on Monday, seniors, you can get here, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to 12. You'll walk through, you'll get your yearbook, you'll have a place, you'll get a little food to eat. We'll have a quick luncheon, and then you'll be dismissed. It'll probably take an hour, hour and a half. So just wanted to make sure that you planned accordingly for that. Some of you are working right now. Some of you are working 30, 40 hours, so just so you can plan ahead. The rest of the day will run as planned from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The juniors, sophomore, and freshmen, you can pick up your yearbooks. That won't be at the football field. That'll be in front of school, but you don't have to worry about that. There'll be traffic directed, and you'll be able to pick up your yearbook. Huge thank you to Mrs. Vallone and all the folks that are working with her on the yearbook group, because they have had to wait for these books, and they're going to be here to help us out. On Tuesday, remember what we said, middle school, that's your day, and any of the students 9, 10, 11, and 12 who couldn't pick up their yearbook on Monday, you can also get it on Tuesday. And that would be from 3 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Same thing, you'll just follow the traffic signs. It'll be right in front of school. Okay? So there's our yearbook update. Please wear your masks, seniors. Please plan on staying for about an hour, hour and a half. You'll get your yearbook, and you will also have a lunch, and we're going to have an opportunity to just relax. And that is out of the kindness of Mr. Miller and Mrs. Levesque. They put this plan together. They did a fantastic job. Just trying to honor you again, because you deserve it, and we love you and thank you. All right, next up, Senior Fun Night and graduation. Senior Fun Night will take place on Friday, the 26th of June. We have one more meeting. We're still trying to tighten up a few things. That group of parents for Senior Fun Night who've been working care so much about you, and it's been a joy to sort of dovetail our services and make sure that the school can do what they can do in the Senior Fun Night committee, and we're making it a good deal. But all the credit goes to the Senior Fun Night parents. They've done a wonderful, wonderful job. I can't tell you specifics now because, number one, we wouldn't tell you that anyway, but I can tell you that around noon we're going to start, and around 10 o'clock at night we're going to end. And that, again, for those of you who are working, please take that time off. That'll be on Friday the 26th, around noon. It might be 11:30, it might be 1 o'clock. We'll firm all that up on next week, and we'll let you know. But plan to have that time off so you can enjoy Senior Fun Night. Graduation will take place on the 27th. That's Saturday, as planned. We have some plans that we've submitted. Mr. Cole has submitted them to the state. We're just trying to make sure that we are being safe and that we are following every single guideline that the county and the state has for us. We have a pretty good plan in place. The reason why we're in the courtyard today, there may or may not be something happening in this courtyard. Don't want to give away too much, but you can do the math and figure that out. We're going to definitely be using this space at some point in time during that day. So be patient. The reason why I tell you that is, can you imagine if we told you the plan for senior fun night and for graduation 5 weeks ago? Some of the schools came out 5 weeks ago, they started. Many things have changed since then, and our plans would have had to totally change. The more freedoms we get within the boundaries of health and safety, the more we can offer. So we're still trying to save the dates, save the times, but we're going to wait because this Friday, we don't know what the governor may even lighten up more. So that's why we're doing this. I'm really glad we've been patient and that we haven't just reacted. That we've taken time. We've consulted our health folks, our safety folks. Mr. Cole's been in touch with Albany and with Livingston County just to make sure that we're being safe. So that's the reason why we're doing that. Okay. A couple other things as far as we get going today. There's still some questions about lockers. The drive-through grab and go is open. You can get your locker. You can get any materials that you have here at school through the drive-through on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10:30 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If that's a problem for you, dial the 346-4000 number. You're going to select option 2, and then either Mrs. Monroe, Mrs. Streeter, or Mrs. Patterson are in the office every one of those days, and we'll figure out a way if we can either deliver it or if we have to come in late. I'll do whatever we got to do. Just let them know what your special needs are, and we'll take care of you. Okay? Other than that, this being our last broadcast, thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for getting the information this way. As I mentioned, we will do one more next week for seniors, just so that when we finalize all these plans and they get firmed up a little bit, we'll let you know. And then we'll do one probably in July, one in August, just to keep everybody up to speed. It does save money, so we don't have to mail out it's about 400 letters. So that's $200 it saves every time we do one of these. But we will send some letters out, but we're also going to use a little combination of this just to try to be a little frugal and also get information out quickly. It has been an honor. I feel very blessed to be the principal here and work with the people and the kids and the families we do. This has been a humbling experience because it's really taught me to slow down and to take care of people more so than I ever imagined in this type of a role. And I have to tell you, it's been a boost. I know there's been a lot of sadness and there's been loss and there's been some tough times. But the ability for us to teach kids to slow down and enjoy some of the simpler things, most of the parents that are in the 40s and 50s age, that's how we grew up. And it's really kind of cool to see that we had to go back there. I hope we can take that when this COVID is over, if we return, what's the buzzword? The new normal. Whatever that new normal is, I really don't like that buzzword, by the way, but whatever that new normal is going to be, I hope it includes us slowing down and taking care of people, because that's the most important thing you can learn in any educational institution. Is we're here, I told you before, it's a commandment to love one another and to take care of one another, and we've been able to do that. It's made me want to do my job even more. I love you guys. I really thank you. Can't wait to see kids on campus for the yearbooks. Please also remember Thursday from 6 to 7. You can drive through and say hi to your teachers. And above all, most importantly, and as always, may God bless you, God bless your whole family, and hope you guys are doing well. Take care.